Someone's elitist already. I got an achievement for getting in the boat. I'm really good at that. I love that this entire game is pretty much taking place.
Where are we headed?
We're on our way to the Pembroke Hospital.
With the fog and rain.
Just across the canal. They'll have a bed for poor Mr. Hampton.
William was... What manner of creature was he?
Predator, prey, villain, and victim. Who can say? The important thing is that he's been stopped.
Duly noted. And the woman? What... Who is she?
What woman?
Oh, don't play me for a fool. You used me to locate that skal. You must know who she is.
And I thought you a gentleman. You shouldn't talk about a lady behind her back, but I will tell you she values her privacy. Were London as peaceful as she appears from the middle of the canal? If only that were the reality of the situation.
To be honest, I've always tried to avoid this part of town.
Pembroke Hospital is the last bastion between the rest of London and the epidemic. The flu has decimated the East End and the war still rages. Welcome to the front lines of a plague.
This is where you work, Dr. Swansea?
I am the administrator of Pembroke Hospital.
I thought you were here in service of your mysterious order, the Brotherhood of...
Of St. Paul's Stole, yes. But first and foremost, I'm a man of science. A physician, like yourself, Dr. Reid.
How do you know who I am?
No need for modesty. You are Dr. Jonathan Reid, a surgeon of some caliber and renown, if I'm not mistaken.
You are correct, sir.
I knew it. I had my suspicions. But when you took the blood sample from the corpse of poor William, I was certain. Dr. Reid. Marvelous.
Okay. He likes me.
Have we met?
I attended 3 of your seminars before the war. I have the utmost admiration for your research. And what a turn of fate. England's most esteemed blood specialist returns to London a vampire.
That word, again. From a so-called man of science.
I understand. Traditionally, the role of science is to refute myth, but when myth walks among us, the Brotherhood of St. Paul has dedicated its purpose to their study. There's so much for you to learn.
Of that, you are right.
We seem to have stopped, sir. Why are we stopped?
Then let me be blunt. Join my staff at Pembroke Hospital. As a physician. I suspect you'll not find a better post of employment to contemplate your predicament.
This is sudden. I was returning home to see my sickly mother. But alas, that was before contracting this... affliction.
Dr. Reid, take a moment to consider. The post would be for the night shift, providing a good explanation for your absence during daylight hours. You'll be adequately reimbursed, and have a place to hide. I even had the forethought to bring some clean clothes. So, what do you say?
What about the life insurance, or the health insurance guy?
It seems I have little choice, but yours is a generous offer, so I thank you.
Brilliant! Oh, Jonathan, this is one for the book, and the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
The way he pronounced privacy? This is England, guy. This is England. He's gonna need a good dental plan. Exactly! I wonder what kind of dentist they gotta go to. Like, do they get fillings, or is that like a regenerative thing?
Dr. Swansea, thank goodness. I was beginning to be concerned.
Worry no more, Nurse Crane, for I bring good news.
Oh, Doctor, what a night. We lost 2 more patients. Nurse Skals said she couldn't take it anymore and resigned.
Yes, well, I'll make a new rota in the morning. In the meantime, find a good bed for Mr. Hampton. Be sure to pay attention to his needs.
Of course, Doctor.
Oh, and Dorothy?
Yes, Doctor?
Dr. Reid here has just returned from the front. He served King and Country and will be joining us here at Pembroke. We're very lucky to have gained a surgeon of his talent, and one so experienced in blood transfusions.
That is good news indeed, Doctor.
Oh, yes.
So I wasn't just a soldier, I was a military doctor then. A field
Here at
doctor.
Pembroke, it's not
Field
what we
medic.
have,
Whatever.
but what we haven't. It's only thanks to Nurse Crane and the staff that our ship doesn't sink. If you have any questions, just ask her.
Duly noted. Thank you.
Your assistance is required, Dr. Swansea, immediately.
Welcome aboard, Jonathan. We'll catch up after my rounds. Coming, Nurse Crane. I'm coming.
Did I change on the boat? Did I change on the boat? Oh. There's no dressing room in there. Did I have any privacy? Take me to a hospital. Okay. District status healthy. So, I mean, that
It's locked, all right.
makes me feel like the districts, their statuses can change. I wonder how that works. I want to know where I changed my clothes, damn it.
It's okay, Jonathan. I'll see you later.
Are you guys just going to block me from going up there? Can I... Whatever, guys. You bled out rather than look at your meat and...
Come on, you bastard! You can do better than that!
That sounds concerning.
Nah, it's my turn!
Rotten ore, Christine. Each heart contains the seeds of life. Drink at this river. Try it all.
What? What's going on?
Bastard, get... Oh, come on, you bastard! I won't bite!
I will!
Sir, please. You've lost too much blood. Calm yourself.
You think I didn't notice? Stop your staring and get me to an hospital, you arse!
I'll let you bleed. Be more polite. I'll kill you. Wow. I mean, am I saying this or am I doing this? Be more polite. guy.
Insulting a good Samaritan. Not exactly the way to get rescued.
Alright, sorry. I am in pain here. Me guts are spilling out onto the street and you're yabbering on.
Yes. That's a very nasty wound you've got there. Take my word, I am a doctor. Dr. Jonathan Reid.
Name's Clay Cox. I'd appreciate you helping me to a better place, Doc.
Follow me, Mr. Cox. Let me assist you to that better place.
Do I get an option to feed on him? The blood quality indicates how much XP you will obtain from a particular citizen. The higher the quality, the more you get. Alright, yeah, well, that makes sense. To drink the blood of your prey, you first need to mesmerize them to lead them out of sight from others. Your mesmerized level must be equal or higher than the citizen's resistance. Press Q to mesmerize Clay. Oh,
Bring this fading light into the shadows. Dance with him the dance of life and death.
Blood temptation. Press left to embrace Clay Cox or space bar to release him. Embracing Clay will provide a massive XP boost, but be aware that there will be consequences. Learning more about citizens and collecting their hints will increase the experience gained. Oh, all right. So here's what interests me most about this game. I'm interested in the detective part of it. I want to, I don't know. I want to solve crimes, and I want to come up with a remedy for this affliction and whatnot. And I think that biting him would probably go against that and maybe prevent it. I don't know. I do want to see it once, though. I do like the music leading up to it as well. Also, I don't know, again, if you guys have not seen it in Night Watch, this was a very similar. And I don't know a whole lot about vampires and, like, literary history and whatnot. But in the movie Night Watch, they not only had the gloom, which is what we're seeing right now with all these red dots all over the place, they would they would mesmerize their victims, but they would do it from a distance and not close up like this. It's similar, so I don't know if that's a typical thing from literary history. I don't know if that's like an Anne Rice thing or something. I don't know. Any Anne Rice fans in here? Anyways, I do want to see it once. Wow, I got an achievement for just take a bite.
Bastard! Didn't have the guts to fight me. Fuck you. I'll kill you. I'll kill you.
I feel a little bad about that. What did I get? I got a used bludgeon somewhere. Blaze hatchet. 72 damage, and this does 99. Speed is 10. Speed is 5. I don't feel like it's better than what I got. Can I hide his body? Because I don't want to leave the evidence just sitting here. But in the future, I'm going to save them. I'm not going to bite them. I think I'm going to go the route of detective. Ooh, that was a little bit of lag.
To taste a life, to embrace its most intimate secrets. Such a burden, such a divine sin.
Nope, biting in this world, in this universe, biting people doesn't turn them into a vampire. We don't know yet what turns people. So all I did there was drain his blood and he dies. Hello. This is not a very sanitary hospital. You have people out here. I'll take those glass vials, thank you. Can you turn people into vampires? Not that I know of. The game has not revealed what turns a vampire yet. At the very beginning of the game, I woke up basically like right after I got turned. Oh, I see. They're not down there anymore. I guess as long as you don't sparkle. I don't seem to sparkle. Let's go in the hospital. Oh, is she yelling at me? I didn't hear her. And my frames are dying.
Doctor, where have you been? I've little time to play hide and seek with new staff members, no matter how illustrious they may be.
Ooh.
I apologize, nurse. I needed some time to myself. This has been the longest and strangest night of my life.
You delivered poor Mr. Hampton from a terrible fate. The means to that end should be of little concern, Doctor.
Thank you, nurse. What can I do for you?
Dr. Swansea insisted we provide you a quiet office. You'll find it on the second floor with your name on the door.
Wow!
Thank you. Nurse Crane, isn't it?
Yes, Dorothy Crane. Welcome to Pembroke Hospital, Dr. Reid. Your office has been prepared.
So, they've already got an office with my name on it. That was pretty quick.
I would like to ask a few questions first.
Also, this reminds me, I never got to pursue that stuff with the barkeeper.
What kind of man is Dr. Swansea?
Well, you accepted the job from him. I thought you would have known about your employer.
Wow, touche.
It's right to assume Dr. Swansea knows far more about me than I do about him.
You'll get to know him soon enough, and better than me. The administrator has better things to do than mix with us.
Apologies, I've only just met him the once. This is sudden. I've only just returned to England.
Dr. Swansea is a brilliant surgeon and the most compassionate physician.
And he hunts vampires.
And Mr. Hampton, the patient we brought in, how does he fare?
I gave him a sedative to help him sleep. Poor thing was in quite a state of shock.
Excuse me, Dorothy, my eyes are up here. She does keep looking, like, over the shoulder, right? Like, she's looking at the camera almost. She knows there is a presence behind these eyes.
If you could point me in the direction of my room again, nurse.
Second floor of the hospital, left after the stairs. It's the last vacant office at the end of the corridor.
Thank you, Nurse Crane.
Hello, Doctor. Doctor.
Good evening, sir.
So it is true. The famous Dr. Reid has joined us. I can't think of any better news during these terrible times.
Do we know each other?
Actually, yes. We met once before, at the Rockefeller University in New York.
Dr. Tippett, yes, I remember. I was assisting Professor Carell in his research about coronary bypasses. He had nothing but praise for you.
He was also very confident about your future. And look at you now. Eminent surgeon and blood transfusion specialist.
They do have a hard time with eye contact, don't they? Oh, wow. Hint required. So we haven't discovered what these hints are yet.
What is the Pembroke Hospital situation? And please, speak freely.
This hospital is not exactly the best of London. I'm sure you are used to working in a better environment.
Perhaps.
It's not exactly the best situation in London either. I can't have expected this hospital to be prepared for what was to come.
Don't be misled by appearances, Dr. Reid. This hospital does not lack talented people. It just lacks hope.
Well, it's dark and gloomy and rainy all the time.
What can you tell me about the staff in the hospital?
The doctor
Some
looks
are
like he
really
got
good,
drained.
and others are not so good. But during this troubled period, there is no time for slander. I prefer to focus on the positive character traits.
Okay.
Tell me more about cherished people, then.
Nurse Brannigan is a pearl. She is the most helpful and dedicated nurse I've ever worked with. A clever and cheerful woman.
You really...
Whoa. What? New hint available. You just discovered a hint. Okay, so I was getting a little worried because we haven't discovered any hints so far in this game, and we're 2 hours into it. And this makes me feel a little bit better about that. It reveals a secret about a citizen or someone related to them. Press tab. Hello. There is a square over your face. As a vampire, you need human blood to evolve. The blood quality bar indicates the XP you will earn. Yeah, I already know that. Unlocked hints increase the amount of XP. That part I did not know. Corcoran is convinced that Gwyneth Brannigan is overqualified as a nurse. That's a very awkward thing to share. Oh, this is her. Hello. Oh, I haven't met her yet. Okay.
seem to admire her skills.
I'll go even further. If she was a man, she would be a damn fine practitioner.
What?
Any opinion about the management?
I don't always agree with Dr. Swansea's reserve, but I must admit he does all he can to keep this facility running during this crisis.
Ah, yes, the burden of command. I was fed up with this concept while serving as a medical officer.
Don't get me wrong. Swansea's a good administrator. I just wish he would get out of his office down again.
Huh. Okay. So does that mean I can go into personal? No? Whatever. It said hint required and I got some hints. More hints. Oh my god. Can I press tab here? Okay. I guess goodbye.
Goodbye, Dr. Tippett.
The audio cut in and out. They warned me in their email that there were some audio problems at times during dialogue.
Good evening, nurse. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reid, the new surgeon here at the Pembroke.
Dr. Swansea has already told us about you, sir. I'm Nurse Gwyneth Brannigan. Welcome to the Pembroke Hospital.
Did he really? It's a good thing I wasn't hoping to keep a low profile.
All members of staff have already read about your new blood transfusion technique. Dr. Swansea made sure of that.
I see. Well, I'm a little surprised, but I suppose I'll just have to deal with this unexpected notoriety.
You must know, blood transfusions are Dr. Swansea's primary subject of research. He is convinced it is the future.
Well, interesting. I'm not judging, but she's not exactly a looker. Listen to this.
How are things here?
Not good, to say the least. We're struggling against an invisible enemy, more lethal than any bullet from a gun. It's hard, Doctor.
Is it possible there are some hints you will never get since you killed Clay? Probably. I would assume that.
An invisible enemy? Quite a poetic term for a disease, especially from a nurse.
Sorry, Doctor. These last few weeks have been exhausting. We could all do with a good night's sleep.
Do you think this hospital can survive the epidemic?
We are all volunteers here, and we're trying to hold fast, but how do we beat an invisible killer? Some nurses have already resigned.
I'm not familiar with all the staff yet. Perhaps you could help me.
Brilliant professionals, most of them. Dr. Swansea has a gift for recruiting talent.
Most of them? Is there a problem I should know about, nurse?
It would be inappropriate for me to speak ill of a colleague.
She's a little professional. Uh-oh.
Is there anyone that stands out?
Well, I have never met someone as dedicated as Dr. Tippett's. He should be a standard for us all here. If only he were younger.
Why should his age be a problem?
I guess it's fair to say he's always pushing himself to the limits. He just doesn't know when to stop and get some rest.
I don't know, Dr. Tippett sounds like a serial killer name to me.
Nurse Brannigan, if you do know something, please tell me. Anything you say will be held in confidence.
No. I may disagree with some conduct, but in the end, everybody is doing their best.
Okay. Fair enough. So what did I learn about her? Gwyneth is overqualified as a nurse, according to Corcoran Tippets. Was that? I thought I got an additional hint out of that, but maybe not then. Oh, it's for him. Corcoran is exhausting himself and refuses to stop working. All right. Fair enough. See you later, alligator. Oh. Tippets praises you. As a vampire, you can force the citizens to reveal information thanks to a hint you have discovered. It's blue. Blue prompt. I guess it's light blue.
Why does Dr. Tippett claim you're the main reason he keeps working, despite his fatigue?
If it wasn't for him, I probably would have left the Pembroke years ago.
Dr. Tippett does not think of you as just a nurse anymore, does he?
If you're suggesting he's not taking my gender into consideration when it comes to medical practice and knowledge, I really hope he doesn't.
Dr. Tippett's serial killer or Don Knotts' character? I think the rest of chat might be too young for Don Knotts. Why was there replaced to his in the subtitles? That's weird to me. Usually, whenever I play a game before release like this, there's always discrepancies in the subtitles. Always. It's pretty rare for it to not happen, because they make last-minute changes and this and that. And, I don't know. It's always been a thing. Since I've been able to get access to games, that is. Alright, is that it then? I didn't unlock anything else? Alright.
Goodbye, nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
Can I loot your place here? No? Find your office on the second floor. Okay. This area is a little laggy for me. Hello.
Good evening, Dr. Tippett.
I learned something
Reid,
about you.
Any good news to share?
Yeah. You're exhausted.
You're exhausting yourself, Corcoran. Maybe you should think about preserving your strength.
No. We must keep on healing all those poor souls. We are the last rampart before chaos. Once more, unto the breach.
I really approached that very awkwardly, didn't I? You have nothing to prove. Nurse Brannigan is worried. Your attitude is irresponsible. I don't want to... You have nothing to prove. Yeah.
You've nothing to prove, Dr. Tippett, to anybody. And we all praise your experience. Please, have some rest.
I am perfectly fine, and I am not too old for this job.
Oh. Is that it? Okay.
Goodbye, Dr. Tippett.
Sorry, I brought it up. Who are you? You're not Nurse Brannigan, is it?
Good evening, Nurse Brannigan.
Good evening, Doctor.
They're following me!
Goodbye, Nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
Alright. I did not realize that was her. Who's this guy?
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reid. I'm new here.
I've already heard about you, Dr. Reid. I'm Milton Hooks, the ambulance driver for this shithole of a hospital.
That's
Damn.
quite a blunt introduction, Mr. Hooks.
You can call me Milton. I like to speak my mind, Dr. Reid. Perk of the job. Don't judge me, and I won't judge you.
I'm not sure I understand what you're talking about.
Well, I'm no doctor, but I'm pretty sure a gun can't be used as a surgical instrument.
You have a keen eye. I learned to shoot during the war, and have carried one ever since. Old habits die hard.
No need to explain, Dr. Reid. And if you ever need a better gun, remember, I may have something for you.
Really? Let's trade?
I'd like to see your goods.
Wise choice, Dr. Reid. A reliable gun is what everybody needs these days.
I'm not sure I'm going to be using guns very often in this game. Milton shotgun. How much money do I have? 104. Okay. Grease. Alright, I'm not going to buy stuff willy-nilly. This is my stuff. Alright. But it's good to know. First day on the job and you're pissing everyone off? Yes, apparently I am. I got a funny first day on the job story I'll tell in a minute. I think that's everybody here. So one day, my first day on the job, I was working at an auto dealership in the parts department. And back in the parts department, there's like a big mezzanine. It's a big department. There's a mezzanine. And I was upstairs on the mezzanine getting a
Dr.
part.
Swansea is right.
Perhaps I should
This
have
place seems perfect to conduct my research.
Okay, good for you. And it was there were leaks in the roof. And auto dealers are pretty cheap on repairs. People who own auto dealerships don't like to spend money. And they wouldn't fix any of these leaks. So we had barrels up on the mezzanine collecting leaks from the water. First day on the job, and these barrels are already like halfway full. And I was pulling a fender out of a rack, and I bumped into the barrel full, half full, of rainwater that leaked through the roof onto another employee down below me. First day on the job. It was pretty much a nightmare.